Let's now shift our attention to Jerusalem, where at least about 8 people have been wounded after a gunman opened fire in a bus in the city. Now, according to reports that have come in, 2 people are said to be in a critical condition. The suspect later turned himself in to the police.
שהיה לילה בירושלים, נפצעו 8 אנשים, 2 מהם קשה. כוחות הביטחון היו במקום אחרי דקות בודדות, ובמהלך כל הלילה נערך מרדף בשיתוף שב"כ, ימ"מ, כוחות משטרה גדולים. המחבל הסגיר את עצמו הבוקר למשטרת ישראל ונמצא כרגע בחקירה. בהערכת המצב שקיימתי היום עם השר לביטחון פנים, המפכ"ל, מפקד מחוז ירושלים, צוין כי מדובר במפגע בודד, תושב העיר בעל עבר פלילי. שוחחתי הבוקר עם ראש עיריית ירושלים וממשיך להכין את העיר לאירועי החג. ירושלים תוססת ומלאת תיירים, וכך ממשיך לשמור עליה. מרחב ירושלים תוגבר החל מהלילה באופן משמעותי כדי למנוע פיגועי חקיינות, אבל אני רוצה להדגיש: ירושלים בירת ישראל בטוחה, פתוחה, חזקה, מסבירת פנים לתיירים ולתושבים כאחד. אני שולח מפה בשם כולנו, כל הממשלה, איחולי החלמה מהירה לפצועים. מדינת ישראל כולה מתפללת לשלומכם ומאחלת לכם רפואה שלמה.
The security continues to remain pretty tight in the region. A police spokesperson has in fact called the incident as a terror attack. Now, Israel's emergency medical services said that all of the victims were fully conscious, and as per reports, the bus was in fact heading from the Western Wall to David's tomb in Jerusalem.
At 1:24 a.m. we got a call on a mass shooting terrorist attack going on at the Western Wall in Jerusalem. When I got to the scene, I saw a few people lying on the floor in critical condition. 3 of them were in critical condition, and another few that were lightly injured. We also had a baby that we took out of harm's way, and all of them were transferred to the hospital for taken care.
The latest incident comes almost a week after a 3-day conflict between Israel and the Islamic Jihad. At least 49 Palestinians, remember, had been killed in the airstrikes that the State of Israel carried out on the tiny Gaza Strip. The conflict ended last Sunday following a truce that was brokered by Egypt. Now, Israel-Palestine tensions have continued to heighten since the month of March. More than 50 Palestinians have been killed, including fighters and civilians, in the operation, and also in incidents in West Bank since then. The State of Israel has also increased its raids that it carries out in the West Bank. And our correspondent Jody Cohen has been tracking the story pretty closely for us and has sent us this report from Jerusalem. Listen in.
Following the violence last weekend between Israel and Palestinian Islamic Jihad in Gaza, I'm at the scene of a shooting that's being treated as a terror attack that took place in the early hours of Sunday morning at the entrance here to Jerusalem's Old City. Several people, including Israelis, tourists and a heavily pregnant woman, were injured. The shooter escaped across the road here to the Silwan neighbourhood before later turning himself in. It remains to be seen if this is a one-off attack or the start of another wave of terror. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.